Drop it.
Yeah. Those Eagles, y'all. Phillies. Yeah. 76ers. Take 215. About to go live. We elite boy street Philly on the rise. Wise guys, no surprise. Haters will despise. We debate every take. Hit the like and subscribe.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Take 215.
Yeah.
My name is Deja. This is my dad, Ryan.
What the deal?
And thank y'all for joining us.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And yeah, welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are knee deep into the playoffs. I think the last episode we did the playoff preview.
You said we knee deep.
Knee deep in the playoffs.
Alrighty then.
Knee deep, shin deep.
That was a song back in the day, Knee Deep, by Parliament Funkadelics.
Who?
Parliament Funkadelics.
I don't know that.
Bootsy Collins.
Oh, I know about Bootsy Collins. Yeah, we are knee deep in our playoff push. The last episode, we previewed some of the games around the league, and then also, obviously, our game against Arizona. Green Bay. Our game against Green Bay. So I guess you got anything you want to say? Or you want to get right into it?
We can jump right on to it. Let's
get into it.
You
All right.
do it. Put your mic into it.
Okay. All right. Green Bay at Philly. Green Bay 10, Philly 22.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was, let me get the box score. Jalen Hurts was 13 of 21 for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jordan Love had a pretty rough day, 20 of 33 for 212 yards, but he also threw 3 picks. Saquon led all rushers with 119 yards on 25 carries, and then Josh Jacobs had 81 yards and a touchdown. We didn't have a huge day on the ground, but in the air, but Devontae Smith had 55 yards on 4 receptions. And on the other side, Jalen Reed had 4 receptions for 46 yards. I don't think, they only scored 1 touchdown. I forgot that they only really scored 10 points.
Yeah, the defense balled out.
Yeah, from the very jump, from the get-go.
From the giddy up.
As they say.
From off gate.
Yeah, the special teams had the big play with the who was the person? It wasn't Xavier McKinney is a DB. I don't know who the man was that fumbled it. But Oren Burks came in with the hit. Yeah. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. recovered. I don't really see how we recovered that ball. It kind of looked a little clear.
From the top view, it looked like he grabbed it,
like he had it.
But by the time the pile, they took the layers off the pile.
Trotter had it, but then they said, let's go to the booth and look for a recovery, a clear recovery. So when they did that, I thought, they're gonna give it to Green Bay because it was like from the bird eye view, you could see the dude have it. Nixon have the ball. So whatever. But regardless of whether we recovered that or not, I think just the way that we came out swinging, physical, tough,
punched him in the mouth.
Yeah, from the very, very beginning. And then that turned into a Jahan Dotson touchdown from Hurts.
Well, I'm so happy for him because he don't get that many targets.
Yeah, so you got to make the most out of them when they come. Jalen had all day in the pocket to get that ball to Jahan.
And that's what
scramble drill.
And that's what he used to because they said he was back there 4.5 seconds on that pass. And that's
what longer than that.
Yeah, or did they say 6 seconds?
Might have been 6.
They might have said 6 seconds. But he's used to he's just used to doing that. I think that's why he takes a lot of sacks.
Yeah. Get out of here, Nick. Having a good time, having a good long time in the pocket.
As Bart Scott say, burping the baby.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, when you hitting the
when you back there, just jumping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I see. I see. I get it. Okay, burping the baby.
Yeah.
But after that, we kind of messed around and like muddled around like we do.
Stalled out. Yeah. Some 3 and outs.
Yeah, we did we scored 10 points in the first quarter, and then we went shut out in the second quarter. But then we scored. Are those 4 field goals, or did we miss a? Oh, did Jake is getting real weird.
He missed.
Oh, he missed actually on the Dallas Goedert stiff arm. Woo! Ooh, he said, come get some more. The Dallas Goedert stiff arm. Jake missed the kick. I don't know what the hell going on with Jake. It's weird because we'll get to the Rams game. Like, he missed the extra points, but he had the biggest kicks that won us the game at the same time.
Yeah, but he had me nervous.
Yeah. But anyway, my take was that Quinyon was going to get his first.
You said that.
Yeah.
Your bold prediction that Quinyon to get his first pick.
Yeah. I don't even really know. I think Jordan Love's good, but something is weird. Something is getting a little fishy.
How he's
right?
playing?
Is he for real or what?
He might have been a pumpkin.
I think Sam Darnold was the clear pumpkin. But who beat the other Rams beat them? But I don't know. I think Jordan Love's good. I think maybe does he need more like receivers around him?
He had them, but they
a lot of we beat them down in that game too.
Yeah, and they had some injuries too.
They did, and when they're starting, I think it was the left tackle or right tackle went out. That was it.
And then Dobbs, did they got Dobbs went out with a concussion? Somebody went.
Yeah,
I feel bad
Christian Watson never played.
Right.
Dobbs went out with a concussion. He had on a Guardian cap,
and he was walking so gingerly.
Yeah.
I felt bad for that guy.
And then Jaden Reed had a shoulder injury because Reed Blankenship blew him up. And we sent a lot of their guys to the locker room. Once that tackle went out, that really we was really able to get to Jordan Love back.
Oh yeah, because number 74, because somebody blew him up and hit it with his arm. The tackle.
Yeah, he got a stinger. They hit the elbow.
Because they showed somebody hitting him.
Yeah, and then after that, they had rookies or backups trying to deal with Jalen Carter and co. And it just
Jalen Carter's a beast. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, so that just didn't bode well for Green Bay. I mean, the NFC North was serious. It was tough. It was funny. All three of the teams lost in the first round.
That's crazy. And I thought they was the strongest division.
They are though. They were in the regular season.
Yeah, looks like
we the only division with two people left.
Look like the NFC East is back.
You think so?
Well, two teams in this championship game.
It's always two teams in the NFC East that are in the mix.
But look how far they went.
I think one is a fluke, but whatever. I think we'll get to that. If I still had to go with the toughest division, I would still go with the NFC North. I think for now, I don't know what the quarterback situation going to be in Minnesota. Because he going now. Kevin O'Connell all but said it. I think there would have been a little bit more of a what we gonna do with Sam Darnold if he made some noise, but he didn't.
Say he's going.
Well, Kevin O'Connell said basically that the journey.
Oh, they got the rookie boy.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
But at first there was some talks of do we hold on to Sam?
Do we keep him? Yeah.
But then he pooped the bed the last few games, so it's
he peed down his leg.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to get another payday. He gonna get some money.
I think people said, there you go. That's who we thought he was. I don't know. Because the teams that really need quarterbacks are going to draft one, even though this is a so-so draft for quarterbacks.
But I think he's going to be on the NFL squad next year.
Oh, for sure.
Whether he start or not.
No, I don't think he's getting no big payday. I think he was about to. Seriously. In the last 3 games?
The last 2 games, he
was it 2 or 3? 3.
The last 3 games, he didn't play good.
It was against Detroit for the division, and then obviously the Rams. But the game before that, I don't know, was Green Bay. Well, yeah, the Rams and Detroit.
And then the Rams again. They played the Rams 2 times in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Okay.
Rams again. I know they had beat Green Bay because we needed Green Bay to win. They beat Green Bay. But I think up until the last 3 games, some team was seriously considering Sammy D.
And you know what, though? That's why it's hard to... like you said, they're talking heads and it's the media, but they had him like he was Tom Brady. And he was playing well.
Yeah.
But see how quick they'll turn on you?
Some people, I will say, didn't believe it. Some people were just it's still Sam Darnold. Like, I will say that, but there were a lot of people. I mean, he was playing well. You can't take that away from him. He was playing extremely well. Like, nobody in Minnesota, once JJ McCarthy went down, they was just like, all right, we just here. Nobody thought that was going to be their season. And it ain't crazy. Justin Jefferson has never won in the playoffs. Not one game. He ain't won one game in the playoffs.
Wow.
But he's committed, he said, to the Vikings and yada, yada, yada. So we'll see. But I think that's a little crazy that he hasn't won, not a one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hard.
So any final thoughts or takeaways from this Green Bay game?
The Green Bay game, for some reason, I was like, man, I didn't know how I was going to go with the Green Bay game. I just was a little nervous coming in the Green Bay game, but so I'm glad we pulled that out. Yeah.
I was more nervous for the Rams games than I was the Green Bay game.
I was more. I was and some reason I wasn't nervous for the Rams game.
And it was crazy because we played both of those teams and we beat them in the regular season, which is hard to beat a team twice. So that was something that was. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind. It ain't bothering nobody but me. This and that. You see it? No. Beating a team twice is very hard. So that was the one thing that I was like, dang, we got two teams that we beat in the regular season.
Right.
That we have to go up against.
Right. Green Bay from the start.
Yeah. So, all in all, there was obviously a lot of talk about going into the once we beat Green Bay, going into the Rams game, if throwing the ball for only 131 yards was going to be enough to take care of the Rams and co.
Right.
I mean, and people have
That's been a narrative for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean,
and you know what though, this is my hope, and I hope this comes true. I want us to win the Super Bowl,
throwing it 130 yards.
Throw it 130 yards.
Because
that is what Take 215 family. That's what I want to shut all.
I hope he throw for 89 yards and we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I hope it's something stinky.
Yeah,
I hope it's something ridiculous. But most people know, most players and a lot of players that are on these shows and stuff like that, they know that the games are won in the trenches. Like we have the best O-line and one of the best D-lines remaining. And regardless, they're like, oh, Matthew Stafford gonna come in and do da-da-da-da. No, he's not, because of our defense. Like he played great in the snow. We'll give him that. We can get to this in a second, but our defense is not going to just solely like Jaden Daniels put 45 on Detroit. You think he coming to Philly and doing that?
No.
He did put up 36. But Jalen wasn't in playing that game, and he wasn't while they were home and all this stuff. And our defense, 36, he put up 36 points, but turned the ball over 5 times. You turn the ball over 5 times Sunday, it's over.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And I think if Jalen, when they got hurt, they wouldn't have won that game.
No, because we kicked 4 or 5 field goals in the second half.
Yeah.
At least 2 of those are touchdowns.
Yeah.
At least 2 of those are touchdowns. They were able to load the box. They were able to force Kenny Pickett to throw it. And so that was
at
that.
least one of them.
Yeah. Even if one of them was. Yeah. So, and then Smitty dropped that ball. Smitty makes that catch. And so Washington was still about to lose.
Yeah.
Because if Devontae Smith catches that ball, which he does 9 times out of 10, the game's over. Anyway, we'll get to preview on that game later. But kind of pivoting over to the Rams game. So the talk was that 22 points, is that could be enough? To beat the Rams? Right. Because we beat Green Bay only scoring 22 points. I always thought it would be, because we knew what the weather was going to be, and then we knew LA's a dome team, and then our defense. We don't have to score buku points because our defense ain't giving up that many points.
And we left so many points on the field because when Lane Johnson. That false start.
Oh, wait. Before we get into the deets of the game, I was asking about what did you think going in as far as like us being able to score 22 points and win that game?
I thought that would be enough
to beat the Rams.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I did.
All right. So the stats for that game: Matthew Stafford played pretty well in the snow. Actually, very good in the snow. I mean, Matty Ice, I guess. 26 of 44 for 324.
He was balling out.
Yeah, 26 of 44 for 324 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen was 15 of 20 for 128 yards. Kyrie Williams had 19 carries for 106 yards. Saquon, they were like, Saquon not gonna beat us again. He ain't doing that to us again.
We're gonna put 8 in the box.
Yeah, Saquon had 26 carries for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert led the receivers with 4 receptions and 56 yards. The snow picked up heavy. Yeah, and right on cue when they said it was.
Yeah,
too.
Man, that snow, that was a snow game, man.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Yeah, that was a good snow game, and the Rams hung in there. But another factor to me too was Quinyon going out. Yeah,
even the Rodgers played well.
He played well, but
Yeah, he played well. He had some pass break PBUs, is that what they call them? And then I think he played pretty well considering. I don't think Cooper Kupp really got going too much, and that's probably, I think he was mainly on Kupp.
And that deep ball that Isaiah couldn't come up with, I think Quinyon, he might have went to quarter, but he would have broke that up. He would have broke that up.
Yeah, I do agree with that. So the start of this game, again, we didn't start slow. We scored.
I know.
Yeah, Jalen had that 44
Jalen.
44-yard touchdown. Jake Elliott missed extra point, of course.
That's just take the win out the sails.
It does. Once we scored, I was like, oh, yeah. And I said, he going to miss this kick. It's something about it. It's too good. And he missed it. But, yeah, like coming out, scoring, and then missing the extra point.
Yeah,
it's just like,
it's just something about that don't sit well with me.
Yeah, it don't. And because they Rams.
I don't love it at all.
No. Then the Rams turned right back around and they scored.
So
7-6 and they were up. So I think, again, turnovers told the story with this game. We protected the ball, but the Rams turned the ball over twice. Kyron Williams fumbled and then Matthew Stafford fumbled. Because I think it might have been like back-to-back drives.
And Jalen punched it out.
Yeah, Jalen Carter with a punch out. So
the alley joint.
The game kind of was very close for a while, 7-6 all throughout the first quarter. And then, of course, Saquon, I think he broke one for 62 yards.
Okay, 62.
62 yards was the first one. So that, and then guess what? Jake made this extra point. Did he? Yeah, he made this extra point, but it was 13-7. And then going into halftime, it was 10-13. So the Rams was hanging around. It was a 3-point game. Then the snow really started. And then what was Nick Sirianni doing on that last drive of the first half? He let the clock run. So he let the clock run once I think Jalen took one sack. He let the clock run all the way down for one last Hail Mary, and Jalen, that's when he tore his leg up, wasn't it? Like, just take the knee. Was it, or was it the knee? It might not have been that play.
But that whole series was kind of funky.
He was sacked. So Jalen took a sack. It was 2nd and 8 at the Rams 32. Jalen takes a 8-yard sack and then fumbles it. So we are back on the Rams 47. We back at the LA 47.
Right.
And then there is 30 seconds left on the clock, and Nick Sirianni let it wind down all the way to 3 seconds, and it's 3rd and 23, and Jalen is sacked again.
I don't know.
Or was that Kellen? I don't know.
That
was a weird way to go into that.
I gotta live.
We could have got some points there.
I gotta live with Jalen doing what he do. He's not going to change. I done seen a large enough sample size to know that he ain't going to take a three-step drop and let it fling.
No, that's not who he is.
He's just going to hold it.
No, Nick Saban was on somebody's panel saying that. That's not who Jalen is. He said, I would have to do stuff in practice to make Jalen say, do not leave this pocket. You have to throw this ball. I want you to throw this ball. Like, because he said he was on, I think it was the panel for the national championship down in Atlanta, who was at Ohio State and Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame.
Nick Saban said it. He said, I would have to do certain drills where I would tell Jalen, you cannot leave this pocket. You need to throw the ball. He's like, because when players are naturally athletic like that, he said the Lamars and the all of the world, they want to make the play with their legs.
Yeah.
What?
I was laughing at the game. Rain, sleet, or snow, Eagles train to go.
Yeah.
You feel me? Rain, sleet, or snow, Eagles train to go. That was funny to me.
They said that in the locker room last year too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Okay. But then coming out into the second half of this game, they ended up tying it up 13-13, and then we ended up going up 13-16 a field goal, and then we take the safety. The safety, I think Kellen Moore even said too, Dallas Goedert was open. Mm-hmm. But I think Cam Jurgens blew something to do. Like, he didn't have a chance. I think this is when you kind of started to notice Cam Jurgens' back might have been a little messed up because Jalen didn't have a chance. Even though Dallas Goedert was open, but there was nowhere for Jalen to go with that. So that at that point, I got up and I started doing laundry. Like, I kept the game on. It was 15-16.
Got to start working?
Yeah, I started doing some laundry. And I was in the laundry room, and I heard, when who was calling this game? Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico. When you hear their voice and their pitch go up. I said, oh my God, the Eagles have the ball, and they're on the run. I just heard it from my laundry room.
Hey, look, I didn't, because I got up too, but I heard it from Carmelo.
Oh, he was watching it.
Oh, I'm like, yo, what happened, Melo?
Yeah. He was like, and the ball's out, and the Eagles recover, and Isaiah Rodgers is down the sideline. That's all I heard. And then, of course, that didn't turn into
nothing.
It turned into 3 points.
Yeah, better than nothing. Yeah, but we needed that 3.
Yeah. We had. I mean, they didn't. I wish we would have did the tush push on 3rd down, but they tried to give it to Saquon again. I understand them. You know what they're trying to do. But the moment Isaiah Rodgers didn't get in, I was like, but we should be able to get in. We should be able to run it. We should be able to run it. But they ran it 3 times. No, we didn't end up getting anything. And then Lane Johnson jumped as a false, so we were going for it on 4th down.
You ain't got to worry about that again because next time they're going straight for the tush push. I don't think.
Well, Jalen, I think it may be Jalen's leg a little bit, so they were trying to okay, well, we know we're gonna go for it on 4th down anyway, so let's see if Saquon can do it the first 3 downs.
Yeah.
But we get that field goal. They fumble it again. This is the the first one was the Kyron Williams, Jalen Carter punch out.
Right. And Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, and the second one was Zach Bond recovered. I think Nolan Smith was in the mix.
And then he hit
Matthew Stafford. And then we were only able to get a field goal off that. So I think that those, if going into this game against Washington, those need to be point. They need to be 7.
Yeah,
they need to be 7 because I will say Jaden Daniels. He's confident. He might be a rookie, but that team. If they only down by 1 possession or they need a touchdown to win it, although I think their luck's going to run out. I think the Chicago one was luck, and then they had a doink field goal to beat Atlanta. I think that was luck.
They had a doink to beat Tampa.
Tampa, I'm sorry. Yeah. Tampa, I think that was luck. And then obviously I don't think I'm gonna give him the credit for the drive against us at the end of the game. Like that was a good drive.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Yeah, but I do think at least 2 or 3 of them. I think he has like 6 or 7 games that he's won on the final possession.
Yeah, most in the NFL. Yeah. He's clutch.
Yeah, he is. But
it's funny what you said about that because I just think them 4th downs gonna come back to bite them.
Wait, before we go, let's finish this Rams game. So then we have. Oh, the Rams go 3 and out after we score the field goal off of their second fumble, and then 1st and 10 at the 22. Saquon gone for 78 yards.
You should have heard the crowd.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh my God,
that was electric.
That was amazing,
and it just reminded me so much of the Shady McCoy Snow game. Like they were so parallel. We were playing Matthew Stafford. It was Detroit, but we were playing.
He said he called Shady too.
Yeah.
And I just like how he started hitting his head.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And just like I don't know if you saw
if
you saw the NFL films footage, but they got the old school like running back montage music behind it, and it's in slow mo. And I'll send it to you. It's beautiful. It's just so poetic. You see him. He only 4 yards past the line of scrimmage. You see Jalen Hurts put his hands up in slow mo, and then he smile. Then he make one more cut, and then you just see Lane Johnson walking off the field like he ain't even looking at Saquon run no more. And then as he passed the last safety, you see Landon Dickerson like, and it's just it's all in slow mo, so it's very good. NFL Films did that, but I'll have to send that to you.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey said it gave him chills.
Yeah, and so did Chris Long. I was watching Chris Long podcast too. He's like, and they're just like hearing the crowd erupt, like taking the commentators off of it and just hearing the crowd. Like he was 4 yards past the line of scrimmage and everybody got their hands up. Lane Johnson is so funny. He don't even see the rest of the run. He walked to the sideline.
And them little bitty steps he be taking.
Yeah. That's what they were. I think Ocho was saying. He's like, he killed me because it don't even look like he moving that fast.
That guy's amazing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he looked over. Yeah.
He was on the wrong side.
Right.
He said, am I on the right side? And Jalen said something. He was like, I got it, though. But I think Jalen checked it, though, because I think Saquon was about to move back to the other side.
But Jalen,
he checked the coverage. He said, no, like, you good, stay right there. But that was cold. Like,
but I like how they was looking at each other like that.
Yeah, it was cold. Yeah. So, I know he's not going to win MVP, but, like, he is, like, we would not be in this position without Saquon.
Oh, man, Saquon, he's I love that guy.
Yeah, and it was funny because Jalen was mic'd up for this game. Don't know why we mic'd Jalen up because it was freaking mute for half of the video.
Right.
But Saquon, at the end of it, Saquon was like, oh, we got one more. And Jalen said, nigga, we got 2 more. What you talking about?
Yeah.
And it just shows you the mindset. Saquon ain't even you. He just want to be happy to get to the Super Bowl. He don't care that. Obviously, he care about winning it, but even making it for him is just something that's so monumental.
He's in uncharted territory.
Yeah, they said he used to be in Cancun right now.
Yeah.
And then obviously we can wrap this game up. So I think they celebrated a little bit prematurely. But
gotta
I like to watch that back. Did you think we kind of celebrated a little bit prematurely? Even Mike Tirico was like, and this one's gonna send them to the championship game.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty much over at that point.
I did too. I did too.
Because I knew even if they did score, we was going to get the ball back. And I just thought maybe we'd be able to run the clock out.
I did.
I didn't think they was going to get the ball
I
again.
knew that they probably were going to score after Saquon broke that loose. It was 15-28. I knew that they probably were going to score.
But I didn't think they would get the ball.
But when we got the ball back, I thought we would run it out like we so often do.
Me too.
But I blame Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore said he took the accountability. It's 2nd and 7. And even Chris Collinsworth was like, he said, why would they take the ball out of Saquon's hands? It's so they ran it on first down, and he gets 3 or 4 yards.
He got 3.
Yeah, 2nd and 7. Run the ball.
And then because they would have to call a timeout
or something.
Or he might have or then third down, we could have ran the ball again.
We would have been closer. Jalen took a sack on 2nd and 7.
Was we in field goal range that time?
No. But Jalen took a sack on 2nd and 7. But still, that one first down, we milked more clock.
Right.
I don't know if
we should just kept on running the ball. Whether we didn't get it or not, and they would have had at least called 2 timeouts.
Which I think they might have used all their timeouts on that drive anyway, but it was on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, so that's what really helped them. Right. But yeah, Kellen took accountability for that.
He said he shouldn't with the safety. He said he should have called the running play there.
Yeah.
And he said on that 2nd and 7, he should have done the running play.
Yeah, and even if Saquon, I have faith that Saquon at least gets 4 yards there. At least, so we make the third down manageable. But they just completely took away the opportunity for them to even convert because it was then 3rd and 13 or something. I
would say he at least got 2, and it still could have been a 3rd and 4. They're going to put a quick little slant. Yeah, so anyway,
but
that was and then, we live and learn with that. I don't think if we had to do that over again, it wouldn't be like that.
Especially in that conditions like AJ has some big drops. Maybe
and like he said, he said 99. He said he normally wouldn't drop it. He said then he took it back. So I don't want to blame it on the weather.
Yeah, he said I don't want to be accountable and not make excuses. But we do know he makes those crazy acrobatic catches all the time.
Yeah, he does.
And then obviously the last drive of the game. Did you watch the last drive of the game?
Yeah.
Okay. That pissed me off, especially the big catch to Puka. I was like, oh no.
That will never happen. A catch like that will never happen again. And he almost dropped it because he caught it.
It was a more spectacular catch than throw. There was nothing Slay could have done. Like or what? You think so?
What the hell was Slay jumping at?
Oh yeah, instead of just stay with Puka, he could have just pushed him out of bounds.
He jumping over
to try to catch the Yeah. He was trying to put his hands up, but if he stayed with Puka, he could have pushed him out of bounds or broke out the pass or something.
I think he thought Puka was going to, I don't know what he thought.
Yeah. But and then before that, they get to 3rd and 10 and they had to throw it. So I was like, oh, it's going to stop right here. I said they're going to have to.
They got the 3rd and 10, the number who caught it?
Cup or Robinson, one of the two. But when it was 3rd and 10, I was like, okay, they're going to have to throw the ball right here. Y'all know they're going to throw it. So I thought it was about to end right there, but no. But the Cup caught that new set of downs, and then I think they got all the way, to our 20-something?
Yeah.
They got all the way to the Philly 13. Yeah, so after the big pass to Puka for 37 yards, they was on our 21-yard line. Woo! And then they go, Cooper Kupp had a 3-yard pass, and then they got the penalty. It was 2nd and 7 on
the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it was 2nd and 7 on the Philly 18.
Yeah.
And so it was a 5-yard penalty.
That penalty was crucial.
It was. So it puts them at 2nd and 12. And then, but still got 10 yards on Puka. So they were on 3rd and 2 at the Philly 13. When I was like, oh my God. The only thing I was
had
like,
the bubble guts. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, there is a minute left on the clock. It was like a minute 20. We have all of our timeouts. I said, but I just don't know if we can get in field goal range. Like, I wasn't, that's where my mind went when they was on the 13, because I was like, they're about to score.
Right.
Anyway, so shout out Jalen Carter. I mean, to leave Jalen Carter unblocked. Ooh. And he got on the 3rd down play and the 4th down play. He was So the 3rd down play, he I don't know what the center was doing, but I think it's a rookie center, they said. Left Jalen Carter unblocked. He had a clear path, 9-yard sack, so it puts them 4th and 11 on our 22. They had to have it.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
And then he got him again.
Yeah. He
rushed him.
Yeah, he rushed him again. So that game, awesome. I mean, that was entertaining, quite to say the least, because I really thought it was over when Saquon hit the 78-yard. I truly thought it was over, but that's you never know. And shout out, they played great. Jerry Verse, he talked this crap.
He backed it up.
But at the end of the day, that's why when Jalen Carter asked you to put your game check on the line, he didn't want to do it because he wasn't that confident. He won that confidence because you don't play offense. You don't play offense.
Exactly.
All right, so moving right along on to Sunday.
Whoa.
NFC Championship at the Link.
At the Lizink.
3:00 kickoff. Eagles are favored by 6. Yeah. First initial thoughts.
I'm excited about this one.
Divisional game, basically.
A divisional game, and I think that we're in pretty good shape. I'm still a little nervous because on any given Sunday.
Yeah.
But I like our chances being at home. We got the crowd behind us.
Yeah. And this is the only scenario in which we could have been home.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So Washington took care of business. And
shout out to Washington for beating Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah,
now we home.
Yeah, nobody thought that they could pull that off. And I do think going into a game like that, you're light. I mean, you playing with house money. They just happy to be there. Obviously, they think that they can win. But I do think it's a lot easier to execute when there's not a lot of pressure on you.
Right.
Yeah.
But the media is adopted Jaden Daniels because he's a rookie. I understand it. I get it.
He's had probably the best rookie season. Like he has. What rookie has? I mean, he on the cusp of a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Roethlisberger went to an NFC Championship game. AFC Championship game his rookie year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but hopefully, our defense is staying tall, and we got the home crowd behind us. And
hopefully the rookie turns into the rookie.
Yeah, hopefully he'll turn into a pumpkin.
I do think he didn't play very well when he came to Philly the first time, but I do know he had a little bit of a rib injury, but I don't care nothing about that. And so he didn't play particularly well against them. Saquon runs the ball really well against them. I know they shut him down. He had like 100 yards in the first half in the second game, and then only 15 in the second half.
And that's because that had something to do with Jalen
wasn't in the game.
Out.
They said we just gonna make Kenny Pickett throw it.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, so so they took away the run, but you can't do that. So I think that
what you think?
I'm pretty confident. I know it can go either way, but like I said, they do say be careful what you wish for. I'm not saying I wish for Washington. I just wish to play at home.
That's all.
And the only way that we were going to be able to play at home is they are talking a lot of crap, but whatever. I would say act like you've been here before, Washington, but you haven't because it's been 33 damn years.
Right.
So I get you ain't got no couth, and you don't know how to act, and you don't know how to conduct yourself.
Yeah.
I get it. However, slow down.
They
haven't slowed down. So I mean, I'm pretty confident. I know the only it's because it's a divisional game.
But I feel I'm nervous, but I'm a confident nervous.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah. So they scored 45. It was 45-31 against Detroit. Detroit did turn the ball over 5 times. I mean, I don't foresee
pick sixes.
Yeah, I don't foresee that happening.
And what was the score with Detroit and Washington when the final score?
45-31.
Okay.
They're not putting up 45 points on us.
No.
That's when all the turnovers happened, right? Yeah. It was in the 30s going to halftime. I was like, this is crazy.
It was 31.
I said, nobody. I'm not even gonna put it all on Washington's defense either. Detroit didn't play nobody played defense. It was 30. Somebody had 31 points. Washington had 31 points going into the half.
That was a lot of points.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. We built in the trenches on that O line and D line, and I just think that we will get to Jaden. We just got to stop some of his scramble drill. The scrambling and the converting. They're going to go for it a lot on 4th down. That's who they are. We do go for it, but we more so do if it's like 4th and 1, 4th and 2, we kind of.
But I think this game, if it come down to it, we'll be going for it some because
house money. Yeah. So what's your Cam Jurgens, they said, is looking like he's going to play. He's still listed as questionable.
And he practiced though.
Yeah, he did. So what is your bold take for this game?
My bold take is that Jalen's going to run more than they think he's going to run. His knee, everybody talking about his knee is banged up. I think he's going to run.
It is, and he's still going to run because it's for if I got to lose this game if it's my knee or winning this game, I'm gonna choose winning this game. He's gonna give it his all because there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no tomorrow if you lose the game.
Rocky.
However, my bold prediction is that Jalen gonna throw the ball for over 300 yards.
Okay. I don't see that, but
I do. I think he's going to throw for.
because every time we throw that for that many, we lose. I don't want him to throw for 300 yards. I don't.
We threw for almost 3 against Pittsburgh. Okay, I think it's going to be somewhere in that ballpark is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking AJ Brown is going to have a big day.
I think it'll be more than 130.
Well, he ain't done that in a very since Pittsburgh.
Right.
I'm thinking 250 plus. I'm thinking 250 plus. We do lose, but I don't know what the stats are when Saquon's in the game. I know they were looking back kind of to last year.
And you know what though? And you might have something there because if they're planning on trying to
sell out on stopping that run.
Right.
And I think that if you want to load the box, okay, well then you'll leave AJ, Devontae, and Dallas Goedert one on whatever.
And you know what though? But if it was me, I would start doing some plays to Dotson too, man, because no one is expecting him to get the ball.
Yeah. I don't really ever look at where he's lying, kind of.
I would try to give him a couple of shots. You know what I mean?
Well, I say no because this is not the time to experiment. We're going to throw the ball to Devontae and AJ. Like, I don't, because I remember when we played.
I would give him a couple targets. That's all I'm.
If he opened, but like, I do think when we tried to force feed Dotson the first time we played Washington, it didn't work well.
It sure didn't.
And then you could kind of tell it was this old team. They were trying to get him, and it didn't work well. So I'm okay. Like if he's open, or if it's a scramble drill or whatever, like if he's open, Jalen gonna find him. But a lot of times he finding Jahan in his second read. Like he's not looking for Jahan first. He's just not.
Probably more the third or fourth read.
Yeah. So I think Jalen's gonna throw for 250 plus. That's kind of my bold take. Because I do think that they're going to because most people are like, do not let Saquon beat you.
Right.
So most people, and then Saquon has had good days playing them both times.
And I don't see another scenario where they hold him to 15 yards and a half, no more.
No, that was literally because Kenneth Pickett was in the game. Yeah. That's all that was about. So yeah.
KP.
All in all, I'm excited. I think we started 2-2, and I saw something on the internet too, and it was just like this team is more set up to win it all versus the team in 2022. They was like that team in 2022 didn't really face any adversity. Right. We came out the gate smoking. Like we won. It was 10. We went 10-1. And then only other games we lost is because Jalen he went out with that shoulder injury at the very end. So we lost to no, I'm talking about a Super Bowl run. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Because we lost to I think Dallas because he sat, and we lost to the Saints because he sat.
Right.
Other than that, we did not other than Jalen's little injury, we faced no real adversity.
Yeah.
There was no media chirping. There was nothing going on that team that they really had to seriously overcome. Obviously, I know there's stuff that I'm probably missing, like locker room stuff, but
right.
I think this team is just battle tested.
Yeah, we've been through a lot and have injuries. Dallas been out for 4 game stretches.
And just the media. I don't even like that. All that, just like the constant and the trying to pull the with the book thing, and then and trying to make that a thing. That nigga been reading that book. Like I went back and looked. He's had that book.
Yeah.
I
was telling y'll Uncle William Philly that you did some research and went back.
I saw, and I even went back to because I follow him on IG. And sometimes he'll post his game day. The book is in his hand, in his hand. So it's just whatever that thing. And then obviously the Jalen and AJ, they're trying to kind of make that turn that into something. So I just feel like there's been a lot of just chatter and talking. Now they just calling Jalen a game manager. And they asked Jordan Mailata in the interview yesterday. They did their last media session. He was like, I don't who cares? Nobody cares. And that's why I really do think I've really slowed down on watching the shows.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
I think you should, because you become. I don't even watch it. I'm not watching it. Because they're getting what they want. They said that they know Philly fans are passionate, and it's clickbait. You're clicking on it, you're watching it, you engage in it. I don't even really watch a lot of the shows. There are the shows that I watch now are the ones that more so entertain me beyond their ego stakes. I think First Take is funny for a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I'll watch that. I think Shannon and Chad are funny, so I'll watch that. What else? I like watching The Facility only because Shady's very Shady makes that show. Shady makes that show.
Yeah, I love Shady.
I watch that sometimes.
Shout out to Shady McCoy.
Yeah, they all laugh. I watch that for more entertainment purposes. But a lot of the shows, I don't watch Get Up. I don't watch First Things First.
So that's why I'm gonna have to detox myself from those.
Yeah,
shows.
Because it's all negative.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the headline before you even click it.
And like Skip said, you get out what you put in. And
Bayless?
Yeah. So if you're taking in negativity, it's going to manifest
when you
itself.
call me, he's like, they really don't like this dude. I'm like,
yeah.
They need something to talk about. There's 4 teams left.
Yep.
Obviously, if you rank the quarterbacks, probably Jalen is not. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes.
And what does that matter? What somebody ranks somebody?
Well, he's not better than Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen.
Right.
And then Jaden Daniels has been playing unbelievable. So if they would, he's the worst quarterback left. Okay, and he's left. There's 30 or 29, 28 other teams at home.
But really, that ranking don't mean nothing. It's just whoever, you know.
I mean, it's the truth. I think Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are better overall quarterbacks than, the stats will say that. And Josh Allen don't really have nothing to show for it. But Josh Allen is just Josh Allen. You know, he's a crazy, crazy, crazy athlete. But I don't have no problem with that. I don't care nothing about.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start watching that stuff too.
Yeah,
because it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, because you could say
it's all academic.
Us, even as Eagles fans, if we could pick anybody to be on our team, is Jalen Hurts your first choice at quarterback? Probably not.
Right.
And that's okay.
Right.
But he is our quarterback. I think he's done a tremendous job. I will say this, there's not many people that I would take over him just for the mentality, the hard work, the leadership. Like a lot of that, like some people might be better. Maybe Joe Burrow was better, but he don't have some of the intangibles that Jalen Hurts has.
Right.
Yeah. The even kill, like he don't get to, like certain things you can't buy or you can't teach. So I'm grateful. I'm happy that he's our quarterback and he's great to look at, ladies, right?
Keep the main thing. I just want to keep the main thing.
And Jaden Daniels said that in his interview yesterday.
Yeah.
And the NFL tweeted it. They said, this sounds familiar.
Yeah. There's crushing them. On social media.
But any other parting words?
I want to give a shout out to Rob on Facts and Stats. I enjoyed.
Oh, you went on live,
I
right?
enjoyed doing that live with you. Hopefully, we could do a little combo with you. I enjoyed that, and I want to give a shout out to my homie. He just called Cooley out there in Cali. I'm gonna hit you up when we close out. Cooley out in Cali. Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. I mean, just hopefully. If we get to the Super Bowl, we're gonna try to do something special for a Super Bowl show.
Yeah, we might go live or something.
Yeah, you're gonna need you want to call in some locals, some Philly locals.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
But let's don't put the wagon before the horse.
Yeah, as they say.
But hopefully next week we'll come to you with the win, and we'll be talking about the Super Bowl next week. Hopefully.
I believe in it. I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid for a while, but I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid. I think it's time. I think you can't. This team kind of has that 2017 aura.
So you like Bird Gang? I'll put that on everything.
It's kind of got that aura. And shout out BDN. Nicholas Foles will be the honorary captain.
Cool.
He'll be at the game as the captain.
That's what's up.
You know, because to the day, I think it was 7 years ago, is when he smoked the Vikings to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Shout out, Nick. We love you.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank y'all again for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and we will see y'all next week. Go Birds!
Go Birds! Bird Gang, Bird Gang.